Our eye in the sky shows the effect the lack of rain is having on the fields around Barnsley. Brown and bone dry, desperate for a good old soaking from Mother Nature. 90-year-old Robert Barr has lived at Cinder Hill near Cawthorne since 1931. He says this spell of intense temperatures and lack of rain is quite something.
Heat wave? Well, I should say it's perhaps the hottest one I can remember. There was a heat wave in 1976, but I don't think it was just quite as hot as this one. I don't think the small streams dried up as much as they have done this year.
With 160 cattle to look after, they use a lot of water here.
We have to swill out after milking both morning and night. That takes 35 gallons. So you put that through. In the morning, we heat the water on the Economy 7 through the night, so it's boiling at 8 o'clock in the morning. At night, we swill it out with cold water.
Robert welcomes news of a hosepipe ban for Yorkshire.
If they don't impose a hosepipe ban and stop people wasting water, there'll be no water. I think they ought to really do is start building another dam, because they're building houses all over the place, but they don't put any infrastructure in to supply them.
Along the road at Horsefields Garden Centre in Silkstone, as a business, they're still allowed to use a hosepipe. In the baking heat, the plants are thirsty, but some are thriving.
Things like geraniums are thriving, basil is thriving, lavender, agapanthus, things that love sun and are sun lovers and sun worshippers, all the Mediterranean kind of things.
Emma can water her plants, but knows there'll be keen gardeners frustrated by a hosepipe ban.
We're a business, so we don't come under those hosepipe bans, so we'll be okay. However, it's very worrying for our customers. So I've got a few tips. So you could use grey water, which is a fantastic idea. Use that from your washing machine. You could take the pipe out the back and have it going outside or into a bucket. Move plants into the shade, which is a good idea because then they're not in beating sun. Or you could put up shade like we've got shading in the greenhouse around the garden like they do in the Mediterranean. You can use water-retaining gel in pots, which aids water retention. So there are lots of little hints and tips that you can do to help.
People we spoke to today seem to accept a hosepipe ban was necessary.
I've got water butt and everything, so put garden and stuff, so we try and save water.
It doesn't bother us a lot.
We don't have grass, do we? We're all pebbles now.
We're paved and pebbles, so it doesn't have...
We use the watering can.
We use the watering can a lot, and we save water during the year.
I think it's needed. What else can you say? You've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you? It's definitely needed.
Hopefully it won't last long. Just pray for some rain, really.
Times like this make us all think carefully about how we use water. These fields just need a drink. Ian White, BBC Look North, Barnsley.